Hello arm wrestling fans, in today's episode you're gonna see one of the most dominant middleweight arm wrestler, BOZHIDAR SIMEONOV. We had a great conversation, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and enjoy the show. Okay, dear arm wrestling friends, finally I got Bozho into the Champions DNA podcast. Bozho, welcome to the show. Ooh, yeah. I see you received the sleeve that I sent you. I'm very happy, and I hope you're gonna use it in the cold winter now uh, for the training exercises. Bojo, what a excitement month for you. Let's think about it. You compete at the World Championship, got first place with the right hand. Then you went to Dubai, destroyed everybody. One small exception, the Master Gashevsky, but you got top placement there in Dubai. And now in 12 days or 10 days, I don't know which day, yeah, in less than 10 days, you have a great super match with another big, strong opponent. How do you feel about this? A lot of happening in your life, daily life now.
First, greetings to the arm wrestling community. Thank you for inviting me here for this great present. I will use it in the super match. I will not wait for the winter. So
Great.
I am used to arm wrestle a lot. So doing like this, I'm very active for the past 2 years. So I'm used to make a lot of competition in a short notice. My biggest regret is that like I didn't sleep the night after the Worlds. Like we went directly for the trip at 4:30 in the morning. So this is my biggest regret.
You mean the after party when you got with the bottle of whiskey? And do you mean after the complete World Championship or?
Yeah, exactly. Because after we had like 17 hours trip back, so it was awful.
To Bulgaria, 70 hours.
Yeah, 17.
17.
Yeah,
Okay.
to my hometown. But anyway, both competitions were amazing, perfectly organized. Everything was like perfect. I got really good placements except for my left arm.
What happened with the left? Was your left not so preparate, or you just what happened exactly with the
I
left?
don't know, to be honest. On this World Championship, I came really well prepared on the left hand. I can say it was my top level for the left hand, but just the level of the competition was really high. Like I couldn't place even in top 10 with left hand, which was very surprising for me. Anyway, it's new category for me, 85. So I'm still trying to adapt to this category. So we will see for the future.
Yeah, because Skrasi told me almost the same. He has a big expectation on his left, but it turned around that the right was better. Then the recovery time for you was not so much. So 1 week after that was Dubai. How it went? You go to the competition. I saw the first match with Gashevsky. You kind of expose his fingers and you hold his finger, and I find it's really a great move from your side not to keep holding the finger and injure him. So you let it go to the strap. How was the atmosphere? Let's start with the atmosphere. Do you enjoy the Dubai show there? There was a big exhibition there.
I mean, the whole event wasn't like so big. It was very stacked at one. Like the whole was not so big. But anyway, the atmosphere was very sporty, very nice, very positive. How to say? and we did very great matches. Like the overall level of this competition as well was very close to the World Championship, I can say, because there were Russians, Georgians. This Georgian guy was really strong. Also,
Yes,
the
this
guy
Georgian
from
guy was very big, thick. He was not to believe he's only 85 kg, but he was very powerhouse. And I think I checked your matches at the Worlds with the right hand, and now in Dubai, it seems that you have longer matches at Dubai than at the World Championship.
yeah, but anyway, it was really close to the Worlds, and after the Worlds, 2 days I was completely destroyed.
Mhm.
Like the after effect after the competition was still there anyway. On the right hand, my draw wasn't so hard, and I had just one strong match, and after I won convincingly. So
Are you doing now between Dubai and now King of the Table East versus West 5 in less than 10 days? Are you resting at the moment or still doing something specific for your opponent?
well, I took like few days rest after the Dubai show because I had to take like 3 4 days complete rest, but also my super match is closing by every day, so I am doing just one workout. Usually I do 2 workouts on a daily basis, but now I'm working out just once a day.
So you're working every day. You have exercise. You have a training session, but you're switching from 2 training session a day to 1 training session a
Yeah, and
day.
I don't arm wrestle at all, which is something new for me because before the worlds, like I arm wrestled every day with Sasho, with Krasi, with Georgi Tsvetkov.
Mhm. Krasi told me that you all met each other into some kind of training camps. Georgi Tsvetkov, Sashko, Krasi, and you. This is very strong core group. World champion level, and when you work out together it benefits all of you. Actually, you're the lightest guy in the group if you meet each other to train. Do you feel it? Are you getting more sore than the other guys when you work together at the training camp?
Right now, like the difference between me and Krasi, it's like maybe 12 or 13 kilos. Like I'm the same weight like Sasho, but on the practice, I think we are smart enough like to make out a good profit out of the practice and not just to rush in,
Mhm,
to kill
mhm,
each other and not to prepare properly for the championship because it's very dangerous,
mhm,
to
mhm.
rush in before a big championship.
And your next opponent, Adam Wawrzynski. I hope I'm spelling his name correctly. Do you know something about him?
Yeah, we did a podcast with Engin a few days ago.
Ah, okay.
And he's pretty nice guy, like very humble, very how to say he I don't know, calm, collected, and he seems really strong as I see from his videos. Really good endurance. Not so big start, but his defensive skills and his endurance and overall uh, his biceps, his palm is really big, and he is few kilos heavier than me.
Yeah, yeah. He looks to be from these guys who are very gifted. So with good genetic, big, strong hands. I saw him going inside, sideways, top row. He's very versatile and seems to have a. He's getting better from year to year. He's not so long into the spot, I think, but for the short period of time, he's progressing extremely well. and I think you're gonna meet a very strong version of him. It's gonna be a tough match, but it's your everyday job to meet Cure and compete against them. You're one of the champions who is not afraid to face everybody. So you're taking every challenge without making any calculation in your head if it's good for you. You're never afraid to lose. You're going there 100%, and this is why the people recognize you as the best 80 kg guy in the world, because you're not afraid to take any challenge anytime.
Yeah, I just enjoy pulling. I'm competing just to have fun, you know. When it comes to worlds and Europeans, then it goes down to the business, you know. But I'm doing this vendetta types format just for meeting all these strong arm wrestlers, just for the atmosphere, for the moment, you know.
Mm-hmm. Um, you're very successful in both format, Supermatch and Tournament. Which format it's for you more, bring you more pleasure, more joy to compete?
I can say both, but like I would prefer more the vendetta type of format, you know, because there is individual. But on the other type of formats, when there are more people, like big category, then you can show more of yourself because you're pulling with. You will make like 5 or 6 matches with different guys with different technique. You don't know how the draw will go, so you
Mm-hmm.
need to be fast. You need to have good endurance. You need to be all stacked up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh, Let me bring you back to the beginning. How old are you at the moment?
24.
20, only 24. And when you start with arm wrestling, how old you were?
Since 2014. It's almost 10 years already.
So you started with 14, so early.
9 years, 9 years. 2014 was my first competition. I started from 2013.
And if I remember correctly, you started, you are from Tutrekan, the same town that is Krasi and Sashko. You go to the how do you find the group from Krasi and you go there?
It was in the local gym. Krasi
Mhm.
used to work there, and the arm wrestling tables were there. And I was just regularly going to the gym. So it just happened one day. Uh, Dimitrina Dimitrova, now she's Petrova, she's world champion in senior women 55.
Mhm.
Like she beat at me, my classmates, really easy. She wiped the floor with us, and it got me a little bit hyped up, you know.
So at that point, you as a normal 15-year-old young guy, you go to the fitness, you want to get stronger. So at that moment, are you do you feel you have some special gifts for arm wrestling, or you're just normal regular guy with 15? Is someone
No,
in your
because
family strong or something with that's did you have any experience with other sport maybe before?
I even remember like when it was maybe like half year, I was already into the fitness, and Krasi and the other were practicing in the gym, and I just got stuck with 30 kilos on the bench press. But it happens to most of the youngsters, you know. It happens maybe to 80% of every beginner. This.
Okay, you're not special strong, just a young guy with 15, and you're starting with arm wrestling with Krasi. And when is the point that you find out, okay, this sport is for me? Because there's a lot of people starting with arm wrestling and then quitting after 2 months. When was the point that you said, okay, this is my sport?
I was going to the gym on a regular basis, and I've been working out for myself, and I just did some wrist curls and some other stuff. But after they closed the gym,
Hmm?
and there was no other gym, and we didn't have so many options, and I wanted to continue with working out and doing something. I wanted to achieve something in some sport, and for our town, arm wrestling it's the perfect sport because you have all this knowledge and experience here. And I said, okay, whatever Krasi says, we're doing it. And I started to work out 3 times a day with him.
From the beginning, almost
Yeah,
from the beginning, you start with the three workouts per day.
yeah, from the very beginning, 2, 3 times a day, sometimes 4 times a day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But three of the workouts, because we had only tables, we didn't have very good accommodation for and bases to work out. We
Mm-hmm.
had just tables, so that was all, and we only pulled.
With Dimitrina, with Krasi, and the progress that you made, how long does it take from the beginning until your first medal in the Bulgarian national championship?
A few months, it was working out on this type of preparation.
And after a couple of months, you were able
Yeah,
to secure medal.
yeah, and it was uh, the categories were like 60, 70 from 10 kilos, not up from 5 kilos. And it was on national level, and I remember it was one of the strongest competitions in my career, my first national competition amongst juniors, because I was like 62 3 kilos and I competed in the 70 kilo class, and there were a lot of people. We were like 23 people in the category for
Ge-
national championship in
Georgi Gaiterjev,
Bulgaria.
Christo Derijakov.
No, it was in the juniors.
Ah, it was in the juniors. Wow.
Yeah, we were like 23 people for junior category back then. It was
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you strongly believe, obviously, with these amazing results that you have, that the 3 workouts per day are the right thing. And did you feel a pain? Did you feel the adaptation which placed in your hand?
There was always pain. Like for the first couple of years, like working out like this, of course you will taste like the biggest pain in arm wrestling.
Mm.
You will
uh,
discover some pains that you will never feel in your life.
Okay, later in your career, you went to Gorna Oryakhovica, where Cvetan Gashevsky and the other big Bulgarian arm wrestling school is. You work a lot of with Plamen, with Gashevsky, with the other guys there. Um, is there they train differently, right?
I didn't change a lot my program. Like I could also pull like every day with someone because there is really big and great team. Like also Stoyan Guleman's brother Daniel is there. He's great
Mm-hmm.
puller. I
Yeah,
pulled on a
Roglev.
daily
There is a
basis
big, strong group of arm
with
wrestlers
Roglev
there.
and Martin Georgiev. We could pull every day. Even we could do 2 routines, only arm wrestling pulling on a daily basis as well. Like we also prepared good with Nedalin, with Pamen. Georgi Tsvetkov was always coming by to pull with us as well. So it was really big range of arm wrestlers.
Mhm. So in this 3 workouts per day. I guess one of the workout is with weight, or all 3 of them are on the table or simulating some kind of arm wrestling movement?
Like I used to do a lot of different types and methodics. Like I tried to do only table basics with resistant bands, with handles, and only pulling or combining like 2 routines arm wrestling, like real arm wrestling with opponent, and the third workout some weights because it was really late night routine, maybe after midnight as well.
Mm-hmm. With weights, the
Yes,
last training. Mm-hmm. Very, very interesting.
but now I'm keeping to 2 workouts a day, even when I'm on a preparational season.
And for example, now for your super match, when is gonna be your last workout? Do you doing some kind of deload now at the moment? So stopping slowly. When is gonna be your last workout? Day
Uh,
before?
I don't know, maybe like the last strong workout maybe will be tomorrow or these days, we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
But I decided to keep up the light workouts through the day until the very event.
Mm-hmm. And coming into the our sport, your natural move when you the first time go to the table was sideways or inside. When you did you try to top row at the beginning or directly inside sideways?
It was directly like sideways, but without pronation, without anything, just the shoulder. It was completely wrong pulling. But anyway, I still sometimes do it in my matches as well. Like I keep
I-
something of my
Uh,
junior
the
version.
the the referee I saw many times there is a moment when you got stopped in inside game. I see a lot of I saw a lot of your matches, probably most of them. I really analyze your matches, and you if the opponent is strong inside, they are able to stop you, but after a couple of seconds you can see they're starting panicking. They stop you, but they don't know what to do, and you felt very comfortable to be in this inside position, and then you start working out, going to the side, you're moving your head, you're touching the rand of the table with 2 fingers, um, going slowly inside, and your opponent, they just don't have this endurance, they start panicking, and they're losing every time. So it's not so Zelten to see that you get stopped, but I almost never saw that someone is winning from this position. Like of course, with small exceptions, but um, where this immense torque, immense power come from in your hand?
I'm just working out on a daily basis. I don't know. It. I'm just giving my best in my routines. I'm focusing a lot on the hand, because it's a really big disadvantage. Like I have short fingers, small palm. It's really comfortable for my opponents. Like now, when I will face Adam Wawrzynski in
Mm-hmm.
East versus West, for me again it will be very uncomfortable. So I am representing this to my routines to feel uncomfortable, always working with a handle on my fingers on the wrist, so I could feel more confident on the table, like
Mm-hmm.
because it really matters how I will grip. I'm working a lot on the grip. That's what I learned from my time in Veliko Trnovo in Gorna.
To work on your grip and your fingers.
Yeah, and also like on the table to know to use good the center, the angles, all the small details.
The biggest difference between the training session in Veliko Trnovo and in Tutrakan, what is the biggest difference actually?
When I was in Veliko and in Gorna, like I always trained smart, but when I came back to Tutrakan, like every time we worked out here, after my arms hurt for sure for at least 3 days.
So you the intensity is higher in Tutrakan. Okay. Very interesting. So, Bozho, what are you doing outside the arm wrestling? How do you relax? How do you have any hobbies? Something that you doing in your free time?
I'm doing a lot of cycling now in the winter. I don't have a lot of possibilities, but also I try to keep up a lot with traveling. You know, we travel a lot and competing. I don't have a lot of time for a lot of side stuff, you know, because I'm doing arm wrestling as my job on a daily basis. It's 80% arm wrestling and some other stuff. I play a lot of video games as well.
What do you
In
playing?
my free time, I play Fortnite. I'm mythical division in Mobile Legends.
Okay, okay. That's can take a little bit time to get into
Yeah.
the
And
games.
also, I'm making some videos sometimes for YouTube and some
Yeah, I
stuff.
saw your channel, guys. You definitely have to subscribe to the channel of Bozho. I'm gonna put it into the description. He has very interesting stuff, also funny stuff. Bozho, I'm asking this question all guests. What is the champion's DNA from your point of view? What makes one champion champion? It is the genetic. It is mentality, mental trait. What makes the champion's DNA out?
The workouts, it's all in the routines. Like for, I believe everyone can become a champion if he puts enough effort in it and if he moves smart. Like you need to do everything proper. You need to take good rest. You need to like grip your ass on the routines when it's the time, and to be always hungry and humble.
Um, who is the most hardworking athlete in Bulgaria?
I do believe it's Krasi right now, Krasimir Kostadinov. Like he's doing tons of routines, he doesn't stop.
Mm-hmm. And Dimitrina, I think Dimitrina is also a freak who is working out like crazy.
Yeah.
Not now.
And Georgi Tsvetkov, because he's like for the world championship, he has been traveling all over Bulgaria, always coming to Tutrakan, which is 600 kilometers, staying for weeks, preparing every workout with us on the training camp. Also, he has been working out 2 times a day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I will have him here also into the podcast. It's gonna be very interesting with him. Yeah, he was sick and got the first place in the heavyweight. That was crazy. How strong he is in his pronation. Yeah. Did you suffer any injuries until now?
Yeah, I had like severe injuries, like on the left elbow for about 1 year. But it was when I started at the very first months of my arm wrestling career.
Did you hurt something or something? Did you go to the doctor?
Yes, I went to the doctor and he told me take these pills, this cream, and don't do anything for 1 month. But
But you
that was
didn't
all.
listen and keep continuing pulling.
I started doing like light routines, but I think the tendon was ripped really bad, and it got me like for at least half year I pulled really bad with right hand, but that's how with left hand. Sorry, but that's how I started to top row more with left hand,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and now I just pull differently on both hands, so it wasn't such a big minus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But your right hand is with no issues, never have any issue.
Well, 2018, I had really big injury on the right hand. Like even now, the spot where was the injury, like it still gets tired a little bit faster from time to time,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel some discomfort from time to time as well still there.
Mm-hmm.
But every professional athlete who has been in arm wrestling more than 6 or 7 years have the same problems, I think.
Mm-hmm. Are you doing stretching between the workouts?
Yeah, I'm doing also almost every morning.
And you don't have lock on your hand, so you didn't develop this kind of blockation
It's
lock.
very small, like, but I can close my angles perfectly, like,
Mm-hmm.
and my stretching it's really good. But just with completely stretching the arm, it's like just millimeters.
Mm-hmm. So because of your immense cupping power, I never saw someone able to top roll you. Can you remember that someone is top rolling you?
Mm, Back in my first years, maybe Krasovskis was able and still on Arm Wars last year, like without the strap, every time he opened my wrist easily.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
his top row, it's crazy. It's really strong.
Mm. Yeah, because he's not he has not only top roll, he's very strong in everywhere, inside,
Yeah, the
sideways.
hand control, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And to developing this unbelievable straight, what is your favorite exercise here? Do you have with pulley system or with free weight, just curling? What is your favorite exercise for?
Like for this, the exercise that I did most, it was just arm wrestling.
Just
But
arm wrestling.
anyway, yeah, I'm doing a lot of stuff with handles with different. I like the cone handle,
Mm-hmm.
because I can affect the uh, lower and the upper fingers. It's really nice. And also, I use a lot of fat grips with rolling handle and doing the basic movements.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Basic movements. Um, can you give us some numbers? What is your strongest biceps curl with one hand?
I think my max that I did, but I'm not really good with weights. Only when I start lifting, maybe for a month or two, it gets better. But the max I did, it's like 40 kilos with a dumbbell for 2-3 reps.
40 kg. Mm-hmm. Okay, very interesting because the people you are beating inside, they are doing 80 kg or 70 kg. I saw your match with Zurab that you beat him on the left hand thing.
Yeah,
Um,
it was, but it was 5 years ago. Yeah.
yeah, 2017. Yes. Okay, okay, okay. Uh, Bozho, then from tomorrow, I'm starting working out every day inside. And I'm hoping that the adaptation is gonna kick in. I'm 38, so let's see if I'm gonna break my hand or there is some adaptation process starting to show up.
The adapting process for this type of routines, it takes 2-3 years.
2-3 years. No problem, perfect. So for masters, I will have adapted hand. Okay. We have here we have a great, maybe this is the most significant arm wrestling event upcoming in 10 days. Do we want to go over the matches shortly and make a short discussion? What do you think, who is going to win? And maybe I can give my opinion on it. And
Yeah, perfect.
So East versus West 5. Okay, let's start with the maybe most intriguing match, Devon Warrat against Prudnik. What is your
Well,
take on it?
I think if Larrett is able to stop the match, he will win this one. But Prudnik is very dangerous and very versatile puller, and they both are big representatives of technical skills. So it will be like a chess game. This match it will be amazing.
I don't want to be the referee
Yeah,
on this match, but I guess I know who is gonna be the referee.
yeah. I
So
hope it will be Christo.
Christo, so sorry, my friend, to be referee on this match. Try to switch with someone else if you can. Okay, so you think Devon is stopping them? If Devon's stopping the match, he's gonna bring it home to Canada, the win. I used to believe that Devon is the favorite, but seeing Prudnik how confident and also strong he is, I'm not so sure. It's gonna be
10 kilos heavier than last time when he wiped the floor with catchings.
he's heavier.
Yeah, 10 kilos.
Really, I
Yeah.
thought he's already around 115 kg pulling against Todd.
No, he was like 107.
Wow, and now getting even
Yeah.
heavier. Wow, dangerous. Then John Brzenk against Oleg Petrenko. I give that to John because he has a strike of 11 arm wrestling matches, and Petrenko didn't pull the last 2 years. What is your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I thought the same, but I saw some photos of Petrenko and he looked ready. So it
He
will be
looked
for
ready.
me it will be interesting match as well. Like great hook war, I expect. I think Petrenko will be able to set the hook, but I don't know if he will be able to finish the match. But
Mm.
anyway, he has too much raw strength and it will be crazy.
Let's go a little bit lighter weights, middleweight. Justin Bishop against Mindaugas. You know both athlete very well. What is your take on the match?
I think it will be crazy match, but I don't know what will be the weight difference between them both. But anyway, I would never bet against Mindaugas, and his performance at the Worlds was really impressive. It was really tough category. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't matter that he didn't take a medal. He was in really good shape. So I think Mindaugas will win this. But
I
if
also
Justin has good hand control, he can give him a great fight.
I also believe that Mindaugas is favorite here in this match. He's pulling regularly. Then Zurab against Ryan. What is your take? Ryan is pushing it to the limit. The question is the limit enough to do
Yeah, I
something?
don't know. Like, I don't know if it will be enough. Like, he won against Bogdan, which was really impressive after his performance against Coach, or because
I,
Coach wiped the floor with him, and he
yeah,
was
but
also
I
so
think
excited.
the weight limit make the big was the game changer in this match with Coach Ray. I'm very curious to see Ryan Bowen in his current form against Coach Ray again. I really doubt that Coach Ray is gonna win against him with the current form. Let's
Yeah,
see.
I think Coach will beat him again.
Really?
Maybe.
Okay. Ryan,
Uh,
you have to prove something here.
yeah. After the easy win of Coach, of course he has.
Mm,
Anyway, I think he just, I don't know, because Zurab now it's a different type of puller. Like, he's pretty adapted to this weight, and after Ryan's weight cut and now gained too much, and I don't know if he can go to such a big fight like in such short notice.
is Daniel Prokopchuk not pulling the stronger guy from Georgia?
They will pull. They are pulling.
They are also into the card, right?
Yes, yes.
What is your take on this match?
I believe I will not bet against Daniel, so my I squeeze my thumbs for him.
You
So I
and
hope
you versus
he will
Daniel
win.
is also could be very interesting match.
I believe. Yes, we were set to pull like 4 or 5 times for the past 2 years, and it always went different way.
Yeah,
But
the
I
right
do believe,
time,
yeah, it didn't come in.
the right time will come, and you gonna face each other. I'm sure.
Yeah, but I believe he has all the skills and he can prove what I couldn't. He can win this.
Yeah, but the Georgian guy is bigger man.
Yeah,
He's
he's like 90 kilos, like, or he will cut down to what, 87 or something. But Daniel also said he will be like, he will try to be like 82, 3. So let's see.
Mhm. Maybe one match, no, which is interesting. Yeah, Hermes against Chafee.
I I don't see this one. Like, I can't. I I I don't see how this match will go. Like, it's crazy for me. Like, for sure, Hermes will take the hand, but I don't know from then how the match will go. If you
Yeah,
have some ideas,
I think that's gonna be probably similar like Waletin and Chafee. In some point, Chafee is gonna lose his hand control, but he will continue to push. And then is the question if Hermes has enough endurance to keep holding the, the mass of Chafee and his shoulder position, pushing it into the middle. That's the question, yeah. If the endurance is from both sides, I think at the end the athlete with the better endurance are gonna win. But it's crazy. It's a really tough match. Okay, your girlfriend is also into the arm wrestling and very successfully. She plays second in the world with left and right,
yeah, with both hands.
with both hands. Do you work out together?
Yes, like all the workouts I did, she did the same, like the same
So
amount, even more maybe.
so she is adapting your training routine.
Yeah, and also like we went together to the training camp where were a lot of junior boys, like with whom she could pull. Also here in Tutrakan there is big base of juniors with whom she could pull really good as well.
I
And
think
to
she can
prepare.
work with Dimitrina when Dimitrina is gonna be back. Are they in the same category?
Right now, yes, maybe they're at the same weight. But yeah,
She
they
and Dimitrina, they could face each other and train together and get stronger, then uh, go to in the different weights. 5 kg is not so much.
yeah.
Okay, Bozho, last question from my side. Do you what substance which are legal do you like? What do you taking something for your joints or protein, amino acids? Do you have any strict plan for your diet?
For my diet, not really. Like I eat what I cook, everything. I don't keep a strict diet. I don't think it's necessary for arm wrestling. Like it's a big plus, but I don't like it. I don't like to put limits on myself.
So you're eating that what you enjoy most.
Yeah,
You're not
but
vegan.
no,
You're not eating only meat. You're just eating
yeah,
what you enjoy most.
yeah, for sure. And in uh, supplement point of view, I on a daily basis, like every day, I keep the uh, vitamins and minerals intake good. I take also amino acids, like also glutamine separately, L-lectin, and all this stuff. Creatine, when I'm preparing for a competition, I also take on a daily basis.
Creatine. Okay, you are taking also creatine. Are you not getting pump on?
Like I take like matrix on the routines. I pump like normally. It's not like huge pump not to continue, but on my routines I keep to a very big volume of repetitions. So it's inevitable to get the pump.
Mhm.
And but before competition, like 7 to 10 days when I start to take rest for the event, like I stop taking creatine.
Mhm. Okay, you are taking the creatine in the hard working
Yeah,
build phase, and then you're stopping with the creatine 7 8 days until the super match. Okay, because I have one super match and I was taking creatine. My opponent was heavier, bigger guy, and I thought that's gonna help me, but I couldn't close my
yeah,
fingers from pump after the third round, and it was not so good for me, losing this hand control ability.
yeah. And but amino, like amino glutamine and also some other aminos like beta alanine, I drink it on daily basis like juice. So
Mm. And animal flex for the joints, for the joint support.
yeah, I take also like 2 3 times a year. I take some supplements for joints as well, like
Mhm,
few stacks.
mhm, mhm, mhm. Bojo, thank you very much for your time. And do you want to say something for the new guys who are joining our sport? Some tips from the champion, from if they desire to got in your steps. Is there something you would like to know for to them?
Just to work hard, to watch more arm wrestling videos, more podcasts, to take
subscribe to
one
the
sleep.
channels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To take one sleep.
Yeah.
And to stay always hungry and to never lose focus. That's all.
Thank you very much. You're such an inspiration in the arm wrestling world. I wish you to stay healthy and a lot of success, of course, in your future super match. And I will be happy to have you again in the show to see how your
Anytime.
career is going. Thank you very much.
Thank you and all the best.